Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Steins Gate 0. In the last episode, the very future that Suzuha Mane had tried to prevent, and the very future that Rintaro Ogabe had tried to avoid, has unfortunately come to pass. The world is now at war. War for the time machine technology and theories that lie in the heart of Akihabara. And to make matters worse, the time machine itself has been completely obliterated, and there is no sign of Mayuri or Suzuha anywhere. Either they somehow managed to make it into the past without the time machine, or the alternative, that they didn't make it. In other words, we might have failed here and now. Daru stormed up to me, infuriated.
どういうことだよ! もっとちゃんと教えてくれ!
Well, to be truthfully honest, Daru, we don't know. The time machine has been completely obliterated, there are corpses everywhere, but as far as we can tell, neither of them are those of Suzuha or Mayuri.
戦闘ヘリがタイムマシンにロケットランチャーを
We witnessed it all happen. There are no words, and even saying sorry is not going to alleviate the situation one bit.
タイムマシンは破壊されて、それに鈴葉と真由里が乗ってて、過去へ飛ぶ直前だったんだ。マシンの残骸は残ってたけど、全部じゃなくて。
In other words, it could very well be possible that the time machine did make it back. Maybe not in one piece, but it's a very small ember of hope.
どれだけ探しても鈴葉も真由里も死体が見つからなかったんだ。
But it's not much of one.
体の一部さえ残ってなかった。まるで跡形もなく消えたみたいに。あの二人ちゃんと過去に止めたのかな。
Well, we won't know until we find some kind of sign from either of them, but I'm not holding my breath. The tears I tried to hold back came pouring out. Daru fell to his knees. Ferris and Maho were staring at me, eyes wide in shock. Daru slammed his fist onto the floor. And yet, unfortunately, it has happened. I tried to wipe away my tears and realized I was holding something in my right hand. That's right. It was the cell phone that Mayuri had given me. She told me to read the message on it. It wasn't locked. I opened the mail folder. There were several unsent messages addressed to her friends and family. One of them was addressed to me. Oh dear. Was this what she wanted me to read? I would certainly say so. With shaking fingers, I tapped the screen to open the message. It was written in good faith, but sadly will only make the wound hurt even more.
オカリンへ。てってるー。マユシーです。
And Mayuri is the one who will be narrating this.
本当はちゃんとお話ししようと思ったけど、うまく言えるかどうかわからないし、オカリンに引き止められると迷っちゃいそうだからメールにしました。
Well, you know Rintaro better than anyone else, Mayuri, and you'd be right. He
私
would
は
try to stop you.
すずさんと一緒に過去へ行ってきます。なんでってオカリンは怒るかもしれないね。
But at least, Rintaro, you will now know the reasons why she wanted to go back in time.
でもこれは私がやらなきゃいけないことなの。だってあの時私の彦星様をどんなに苦しい時でもいつも立ち上がって高笑いをあげてた強い強い彦星様を暗い私ね勘違いしてた。みんなは未来をオカリン一人に押し付けようなんてしてなかったんだね。
Apologize that I cut off Mayuri mid-sentence in the last paragraph.
オカリンの周りにはダルくんがいて、すずさんもいて、デカくんもいて、フェリスちゃんもいて、ユキさんもいて、それにマホさんも加わった。
And then the message fades into an image of Mayuri Shina.
だから今度はね、私の出番。だってこれはラボメンナンバー002の初めての大きな任務なんだから。
Something that has nothing to do with cosplay or juicy fried chicken tenders number 1.
オカリンはきっと心配すると思うけど大丈夫だよ。
If only we could say that for certain.
それにもしも何かあったとしても必ず助けに来てくれるって信じてるから。
Because you already know. You already know that truth.
私の大好きなホーインキョーマが新しく作ったタイムマシンに乗って必ず。
So now you know the truth, Rintaro Okabe, and what a truth it is.
だから私は行ってきます。必ず戻ります。オカリンのところへ戻ってきます。少しだけ私はホーインキョーマのことが好き。
And once again I skipped a part of Mayuri's speech there. I entirely apologize.
でもね、岡部倫太郎のことはもっと好きだよ。
Now Rintaro Okabe knows the truth of Mayuri Shina's heart.
お前忘れてるだろ。お前は俺の人質なんだぞ。
Not this time, Rintaro. For today, Mayuri Shina, even just for today, is no longer the hostage of Hououin Kyouma, the insane mad scientist.
いなくなったら人質にならないじゃないか。何かあったら助けに来いだと。人質のくせに生意気だろ。狂気のマッドサイエンティストがお前なんかのために、お前なんかのために。
And yet you have, Rintaro Okabe, countless times on the Alpha worldline. You risked life, limb, sanity, and the very fabric of existence itself to keep Mayuri Shina alive.
お前はバカだ。でももっとバカだったのはこの俺だ。
My heart was in pain. It hurt so much. It was just like after I'd killed Kurisu. Maybe I'd be better off if I just fell over and died. I would do anything to be released from this pain. But in the corner of my teared, blurred vision, I saw it. Hououin Kyouma's final weapon, his last hope. No. It was the thing that had brought me so many nightmares. I staggered to the development room and threw off the cardboard that was covering it. There it was. The phone wave TBA Unit 02. The thing that Maho and Daru have been working on behind my back. If I could complete this... we'd be throwing everything we've lived up until this point to the four winds. I turned around, wiped away my tears, and saw my friends looking depressed in the middle of the darkened room.
お前たちタイムリープマシンの作り方がわからないと言ったな。
You may not have had an incentive before, Rintaro Okabe, but the time is now. However, the time has come for Rintaro Okabe to claim his own destiny, and not Hououin Kyouma, not this time.
俺の言う通りにしてくれるか。クリスの導き出した回をお前たちに伝える。それでタイムリープマシンは起動する。
The world is falling apart, and there is only one thing we need to do. Mahu said the one thing she didn't know how to do was how to compress the memory data, but we know exactly how. Which means that everything else was finished, and I knew how to complete it. Daru was the first to nod.
僕やるよ。教えてくれオカリン。
私も手伝うわ。
決まりだにゃ。
All three responded without hesitation. They turned towards me and spoke their answers clearly.
よし。
Looks like we're all in once again.
ダル、 セルにハッキングをかけてくれ。LHC を遠隔操作する。
In other words, the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider, is the final instrument in the completion of the time leap machine.
そこで記憶データを36バイトまで小さくする。それなら過去へ転送できる。
たったの36バイト。
Indeed. You wanted the answer to the discovery that Kurisu had made? You have it now, Maho Hyajo. You could tell she was a scientist by the way her face went pale at the number.
けどさ、なんか動作が不安定で、こいつただの電子レンジになっちゃう時があって。
Don't worry, 002, Hack. We've got that covered.
ブラウン管工房の42型ブラウン管。それが点灯している時に電話レンジカッコ仮は機能を発揮する。
ブラウン管。あ、そうか。
Seems that Maho has finally realized the connection. Just the words CRT were enough for her to figure it out. The life was coming back to their eyes.
それなら完成させられるかも。
Indeed we will.
でも完成したとしていきなり使うつもり？
The only reason Rintaro Okabe continued on this world line was the existence of Mayuri Shina. Without it, this world line is worthless
何の実証もせずに
in his
人体
eyes.
実験まがいのことをするなんて。
Ah, but you're forgetting. Have you already forgotten everything that Rintaro Okabe has drilled and beaten into your brains? The countless times on the Alpha World line.
自分の作ったものに自信が持てないのか。
The constant trials that he has undergone in order to get to this very point.
でも
別の世界線でクリスはやってみせたぞ。
それはクリスだからよ。私はあの子にはなれないわ。
And you're looking at the only other person that actually managed to keep up with
ア
her.
ットチャンネルに書かれたクリスのメッセージを見ただろう。
Ah yes, the message. The final part of that message, which I hope you all did have a chance to glean. There was one final thing at the end. Tell her that she is the real Amadeus. In other words, Amadeus Kurisu, and through her, Kurisu Makase, respected Maho Hyajo just as much as Maho respected her. Perhaps more so. In other words, and the entire time that Maho was jealous of Kurisu's fame, intellect, and success, Kurisu was equally as jealous of Maho Hyajo. And here it is right now. I always regarded myself as an essentially ordinary intellect. And you were always the person I wanted to be. You were the real Amadeus. Amadeus Kurisu's last words. And now the message has been
ク
passed
リス
on.
にあそこまで言わせたんだ。なのに逃げる気か。
That's right. No more running for any of us.
逃げたりなんかしないわよ。見くびらないで。
I would never dream of it, Maho. I nodded back and smoothed back my hair, which had been mussed by the explosion.
キョウマこれ
Feyris brought me my white lab coat, which had been hanging for ages on the wall in the development room. I bit down on my lip and wiped away the tears one more time. I took the lab coat and slipped my arms through the sleeves. I spun around so that the hem of the coat flew up, and stood triumphantly in the center of the lab, just as I used to. And then I declared in a loud voice,
これより電話レンジカッコ仮2号機を完成させタイムリープを行う。俺に力を貸してくれ。
and lo and behold, for the second time on a different world line, Rintaro Okabe has taken on the mantle and persona of Hououin Kyouma once again. As Bane said, in The Dark Knight Rises, the fire
今度
rises.
こそ俺は絶対に諦めない。
Hououin Kyouma has returned once more. I looked at Daru and Ferris, and finally at Maho.
たとえ何回何十回何百回ダメだったとしても何千回何万回何億回と挑んで何もかも全て救ってみせる。鈴葉もマユリもそしてクリスもだ。
as well as the 5.7 billion people destined to perish in the nuclear fires of World War
これ
III.
はその最初の一歩となる。
And thus, we have now taken the first step on the road to achieving that future, and possibly the first step towards truly reaching Steins Gate here on this world line. And with that, I leave you for now, adventurers, but when we return, we shall see Hououin Kyouma's ambition through to its end. As always, until next we meet.